Today we're super fortunate to have Daru Jones, drummer extraordinaire, back together with the boss man Jack White on this leg of the tour. You know, how's it been so far? I mean, the energy is pretty legit today in Reno, Nevada.
Yeah, it's been blessed. Shout out to Reno, beautiful crowd tonight. This is a big room. And, you know, it's always nice playing in big spaces because of the ambience.
Sure.
But everybody was rocking. Everybody's rocking. So the tour's been amazing. Every city is different, and every night is an experience because we don't have a set list. So everybody's getting a new vibe every night, and we're actually along for the ride too because we follow him.
Sure.
We don't know what's going to happen, but it's been beautiful so far.
I noticed that you guys just keep the energy moving. I mean, hour and a half, it's just one banger into the next one, and it's like. One of your favorite tracks that you're feeling off the new album?
That's a good question. I definitely like the Heidi Ho record. I can't pronounce it, but it's one of the tracks that I played on.
Yeah.
Esophobia, I think it's the name of it.
Right.
One of my favorite cuts. I like the whole record. It's one of my favorites solo albums from him. Like,
sure.
I can listen to it from top to bottom, no skips.
You guys were out in 2015. I mean, was that your last time? 2016. You guys were as a unit.
I did the first two tours. I did the Blunderbuss tour, also Lazaretto tour, and then Carla Zara did the following tour.
Right. Yep.
For that record.
The young lady.
And now I'm back. So we were 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years strong, and I'm grateful to be back. And yeah, it's 2015. I think we closed out with Coachella.
Yeah.
Coachella.
There you go.
Sure.
And you guys were just down in LA for a couple nights. I mean, how was them shows down there? I knew I was seeing you had a lot of folks coming out to give props. And I wanted to say one thing. The first time we met Daru, he was our first guest on our show, 2015. Lars from Metallica came out to see him. I'm sitting there. Lars is there to see Daru. Lars, shout out to Lars.
Shout out to Lars, a legend. Do your Googles.
A legend, just like a true legend coming to see another young legend. You know, and Tom Waits was there too. I mean, it's just insane. Like, I mean, what's it like out there? Just getting props from artists that have been doing it for a while.
It's an honor because I mean, although this is controversial, but I won't even go there. But as far as rock and roll being black, you know what I'm saying? And I know it started, here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just things change, and it's just good to get the love from the rock and roll community.
Yeah.
Because them cats been doing it for a long time. And
I mean, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a super Nubian, but I haven't been doing it as long as those guys.
Right.
Stuart Copeland, some of my biggest heroes.
Right.
But it's just cool to get that love from people that's legitimately been rock and roll dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like doing it officially, like Brad, our brother Brad. You know what I'm saying? And Lars, and the list goes on. But I'm thankful to get that love. Because I know they know when something is legit or not.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't fake it. And people don't understand. Like it's not always a lot of notes. It's about grooving and playing at a certain dynamic. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to get the love. From the rock community.
It's pretty dope. I mean, you and Jack, you guys are just like two thunderstorms together, and it's amazing. Like, you could just see the dynamic and the joy on each other's faces when you guys are just, hitting and just, I mean, describe that feel a little bit between you and Jack,
Oh,
I mean, I know the whole band's solid, but just, you could see that that's just two thunderstorms just working together,
I appreciate that, but keep in mind, when Jack first came in, if I'm not mistaken, it was with the White Stripes, it was just two of them.
Right,
Meg, and so he's used to playing with the drummer.
Yeah.
So when he hired me, he was like, yo, I'm depending on you. Like I'm playing to the drum. It doesn't matter what else. So he already let me know my job is very important. Yeah. Which is rare.
It is.
It's rare because they always want to set the drum up in the back.
The drummers usually set up
in the back. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We did the timekeepers, but we sometimes get the short end of the stick.
Sure.
So it was really cool to be able to kind of help Jack. He's the boss. I'm following him.
The boss man.
He's the boss man. So I don't get it twisted. I'm thankful to be in this position, but I'm watching him.
Yeah,
we're having a conversation and we playing off each other. Also to say Jack is which put a lot of pressure on me because he knows what's good already.
I'm the guy back here in the trenches. I'm hitting the boom booms, make the Skrilla.
You know what I'm saying? He can play himself. He's dope. So I'm thankful to be able to to trade off of him, and I just try to compliment this particular tour. Other tours I may have had different mentality, but definitely this particular tour, I want to make sure I'm team playing, following his league, and just playing the records.
Definitely.
Vibing.
Yeah, it's a vibe, dude, and it's a powerful one, you know. And I know you're based in Nashville, big music town. Describe some of those projects, Pharoah Monch.
Yeah, so one of the projects is called 13.
Yeah.
It's a trio. It's
new
myself, the legendary Pharoah Monch, you know what I'm saying? He's been out.
Bars,
you know what I'm saying, from the Organized Confusion days.
It's insane how great that
I'm
is.
honored to be a part of his band because he knows a lot of excellent musicians, so I'm honored.
Yeah.
Always honored to get any type of jobs that I get, but definitely those people that's already made. He's made, so I'm in 13. I'm a third member, or I'm one of the members in the band, and we put a record out last year, a Magnificent Day for Exorcism.
Great album.
It's out, you know what I'm saying?
ill,
And
that's
basically talking about topics that's been
timeless.
going on,
Yeah.
you know, in the States, and we're just trying to change the narrative or plant some seeds.
from the beginning, like your first memory of music, Daru, as you was like a shorty, like a young kid, your first memory that like you ever remember about music.
Well, one of the highlights is I remember seeing Rand Sallin, rest in peace, gospel legend. He's been around. He just passed away. My pops was Rand's second keyboard player.
Oh wow!
So Rand's is a legendary gospel artist. He's up there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's been around forever, and just seeing him in concert, and I actually had the opportunity to play with him when he come through his revivals.
When you were young?
Yeah, when I was young, when he would come to the city every year to do his revival, I would get to play. But seeing Rand Sallin like in person, like back in the days, there was no YouTube, and celebrities were hard to. You couldn't touch them.
You'd have to be there.
Yeah, you had to be there. I mean, you couldn't even touch them.
Yeah, for sure.
But just seeing him in the flesh, and he became like my godfather when we were living wrong. But
Right.
just being able to see those concerts,
Yeah.
that's one of the highlights. Definitely
It
seeing.
stuck with you.
Yes,
I
for
mean,
sure.
as a young drummer, I mean, you stand up. You're more than just like the average drummer. I mean, what would you kind of advice you give to somebody, you know, trying to find their way as a drummer, or you know, looking to sit back there on the kit, you know, and do their thing and be kind of different, you know?
Well, like they told me, practice make perfect.
Yeah.
Be on time, and relationships are everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just with drumming, just with people in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you build good relationships, you're going to make a good reputation for yourself. That's what helped me. People that would recommend you because they're like, yo, he got a good reputation. He's a good cat.
Not only is
We
a
know
beast.
I mean, if you can play, that's amazing. But nowadays, that's not even a thing.
No, I mean, you got to be able to be, you know,
People
get along
person.
with people.
Yeah.
That's a family thing, you know. It's like the groups that stay together. I mean, you guys have been doing it with Jack for what? How long?
10 years.
10 years, you know. That's not an easy thing. So I just want to give mad props to Mr. Daru Jones, the funkiest, dopest drummer in the